What happens when one of Hollywood's most admired actors, a man known for his thoughtful wisdom and Texas charm, steps onto the battlefield of daytime television and is confronted with the most loaded question imaginable? What happens next isn't just a regular celebrity interview. It's a precise exposure of media manipulation tactics, a moment so revealing that it left one of America's most assertive interviewers silent and laid bare the mechanics of political journalism. This is the story of the day Matthew McConaughey entered the View set, faced Joy Behar's carefully planned trap, and responded in a way so perfectly timed, so brilliantly delivered, that it instantly became a masterclass in resisting media pigeonholing. Before diving into the moment, it's crucial to understand that this isn't just a celebrity evading a tricky question. It's not a simple talk show spat designed for clicks. What unfolds is a rare glimpse behind the curtain of American political media, showing manipulation tactics being exposed live, while a Texas-born Oscar winner reminds seasoned journalists that not everyone in Hollywood follows their rules. The confrontation lasted only seconds, one question, one devastating response, yet the ripple effects spread across social media for days, igniting debates about media tactics, political pigeonholing, binary thinking, and whether public figures should be forced to adopt simplistic stances on command. What makes this moment legendary is the surgical precision of McConaughey's answer. He didn't stumble. He didn't fumble or grow defensive. He didn't get angry or embarrassed. Instead, he did something far more powerful. He called out the game being played, named it clearly, and refused to participate all in a single sentence that would be replayed and admired by millions who were tired of endless gotcha journalism. This was verbal aikido at its peak, and Joy Behar didn't see it coming. The morning began innocently, with the View's familiar warm lighting, the audience buzzing with excitement to see McConaughey in person. The production crew moved through their routine, cameras positioned, sound levels checked, everything polished and ready. McConaughey was scheduled as the marquee guest to discuss his recent attendance at the US Open tennis finals, his family life with wife Kamala and their 3 children, and, most importantly, his Green Lights Grant initiative, a program helping schools access billions in unused federal safety funds. It should have been simple, pleasant, safe morning TV. A beloved star promoting causes and sharing family stories. Matthew entered with his trademark calm confidence, that effortless Texas swagger that manages to be both humble and commanding. He greeted the audience with a warm smile and a casual wave, exuding charm that felt authentic and unscripted. The audience applauded enthusiastically, delighted to see this Oscar-winning actor up close. Here was Matthew McConaughey, star of Dallas Buyers Club, Interstellar, True Detective, and The Lincoln Lawyer, a man who'd remained grounded despite decades in Hollywood. What could go wrong? The panel welcomed him warmly. Whoopi Goldberg offered her usual professional greeting with a touch of genuine pleasure. Sarah Haynes beamed with admiration. Sunny Host showed sincere interest, and Alyssa Farah Griffin appeared genuinely pleased. The energy was collaborative and warm, perfect for positive morning television. Everything was proceeding exactly as McConaughey's publicist and the View's producers had coordinated: friendly territory, soft questions, easy promotion, safe television with no drama. But Joy Behar stayed unusually quiet. Anyone familiar with her style would recognize the subtle, calculated patience in her expression, or predatory readiness, like a cat watching its prey. She smiled when appropriate, nodded along, maintained the facade of engagement, but beneath the surface, she was preparing a strike. Even if Matthew didn't see it coming, the first several minutes flowed with genuine warmth. They discussed the US Open, his presence in Novak Djokovic's box, stories of the Serbian star's celebration, and how his wife's long-standing friendship with Djokovic had grown over the years. The audience laughed and sighed, appreciating the authentic, heartfelt moments. McConaughey spoke of Djokovic's resilience, his own delight in sitting near his parents, his Texas drawl making every word feel real. The hosts asked follow-ups, keeping the conversation flowing. This was good television, a celebrity humanizing himself while celebrating others. The conversation turned to family. Questions about his child Rena, 15-year-old Levi, 13-year-old Vita, and 10-year-old Livingstone prompted warm, genuine laughter. "What kind of dad are you?" someone asked. "That's probably a loaded question," McConaughey joked. "I'm a good dad." We got 20 minutes for this answer. The audience sensed authenticity, and he delivered, reflecting deeply on fatherhood and identity, sharing insights that transcended standard talk show responses. He spoke about his aspirations as a man, how he learned from observing others, and how being a father had always been his goal. The studio fell into appreciative silence, recognizing a rare moment of unfiltered sincerity. McConaughey continued, explaining how his children's personalities had consistently emerged since infancy, a testament to his thoughtful parenting. The panel nodded, moved by the depth of his reflections. Then the conversation turned to heavier subjects, still within safe boundaries: school safety and advocacy following the Uvalde school shooting. McConaughey shared his experiences speaking at the White House, describing tragic losses with raw emotion, referencing green Converse shoes belonging to a young victim, emphasizing the need for action. Joy Behar acknowledged his advocacy, praising his passion, and the discussion naturally shifted to the Green Lights Grant Initiative, a program addressing gaps in school safety funding. McConaughey explained with clarity and urgency, detailing bureaucratic hurdles and practical solutions to help schools access billions in unused federal funds. The audience laughed at relatable frustrations, but the gravity of his points landed. The panel listened attentively, appreciating the real-world impact. Just as the conversation reached a natural conclusion, Joy Behar struck. When Matthew's guard was down, she asked, "You considered a run for governor of Texas, right?" McConaughey nodded carefully, answering diplomatically, leaving options open. Joy leaned forward, predatory smile in place, asking the trap question, "Do you think you could get elected in Texas being anti-gun?" The studio's energy shifted instantly. It was more than a question, it was a strategic ambush. No matter the answer, McConaughey would be framed and pigeonholed. The other hosts tensed, recognizing the trap. The audience quieted, sensing significance. McConaughey's expression shifted, his warmth replaced by focused calculation. The pause stretched, the cameras capturing every flicker of thought. Then he responded brilliantly, exposing the entire game. "One thing about me in politics," he said, voice firm, finger pointing, "I see exactly what you're doing, and I'm not going to participate in it." Silence followed, the studio dead still. Joy Behar, usually quick with retort, was speechless. McConaughey hadn't just avoided the question, he had dismantled the trap in real time, calling out the manipulation with calm precision. It was verbal aikido, turning the force of the attack against the attacker, maintaining control, and highlighting the media tactic. Joy's expression flickered through surprise, confusion, grudging respect, and finally uncertainty. The other hosts exchanged glances, impressed by the mastery on display. The audience reacted with nods, processing the moment. McConaughey had maintained his authenticity, refused manipulation, and done so without rudeness. He had called out the game itself, rejecting the premise of the question while revealing his intelligence, emotional control, and strategic thinking. For viewers exhausted by constant soundbite politics, his response was a breath of fresh air, showing that refusal to participate in manipulation is both possible and effective. The interview continued, superficially moving to other topics. McConaughey elaborated on his Green Lights Grant program, upcoming projects, work-life philosophy, and staying grounded despite fame. The audience applauded at moments, but the energy remained defined by that pivotal exchange. When the interview ended, McConaughey left the stage warmly, but fundamentally altered perceptions. He entered as a beloved actor, he left as a symbol of authentic communication and intellectual integrity in the age of viral soundbites. Joy Behar maintained composure, yet everyone watching understood that something significant had happened. What began as routine celebrity promotion became a cultural flashpoint, a viral moment, and a masterclass in media navigation. Clips spread across social media, analyzed and debated endlessly. Viewers across the spectrum admired his handling, conservatives praised his refusal to be trapped, liberals appreciated his nuanced, solution-focused approach, and centrists saw a model for thoughtful discourse. Analysts dissected frame by frame, marveling at his tactical brilliance. Respect emerged universally, even from those disagreeing with his positions. McConaughey's performance crystallized a widespread exhaustion with media games, showing that one can maintain nuance, integrity, and authenticity without conforming to manipulation. The moment delivered a powerful lesson. Sometimes the smartest, most honest response is simply refusing to play the game. Matthew McConaughey demonstrated this perfectly on The View. 8 words that changed the dynamic entirely, that is playing a game I'm not interested in playing. It was a complete rejection of the trap, a refusal to accept the imposed label, and a demonstration that public figures can maintain nuanced, principled positions in a world addicted to simplified soundbites. The event sparked debate, reflection, and admiration, proving that intelligence, authenticity, and strategic thinking can coexist with fame, and that refusing to play a manipulative game can be the most impactful statement of all.